One of James Ortis' most well-known theatrical productions is The Woodsman, and it is based on the tale of the Tin Woodsman from the Oz books by Frank Baum. According to the Tin Woodsman of Oz, a man who was madly in love had his bodily parts amputated one by an enchanted axe that had been cursed by the wicked witch of the East. He eventually turned into a tin man after having a cut limb replaced with tins. There are many fascinating props used in this theatrical piece, and I've outlined two key techniques that can be seen using props to tell stories more effectively. The first being the materialization of abstract concepts. The story's main topic is family, which runs throughout the story, and as a result, the concept of family is crucial, as James Ortis himself even states that the story is mainly about family. The first method would be the materialization of abstract ideas through the use of props to convey a sense of love, family warmth, and commitment. And the first prop that achieves this purpose is the heart necklace, which is so important that it has presence throughout the play. The mother of the woodsman was the initial wearer of the necklace, but after she died, his father left the necklace to him, transferring not only a talisman, but also the hope and prospects that their child can do well and survive in the harsh, cruel world ruled by the witch of the East, when they can't physically be there to protect him. This objectification of love in the form of a heart necklace thus also symbolizes that family love is timeless and eternal, as the heart necklace can continue to accompany the woodsman even after they passed away. And it is with this precious gift of love that Woodsman acquired enough strength and character to embark on his journey to overcome several setbacks, where he eventually saved the love of his life, Nimi, to whom he gave his love to, and transferred the necklace. This transfer of necklace thus also symbolizes that the woodsman had given all his love to Nimi, as it physically embodies woodsman's heart. The occasion when the woodsman gave the wooden handicraft to Nimi is one of the few times where there is actually background music with lyrics.
Not much, but it's worth more now that you have made it home. Please say you'll take my heart forever yours.
It's also not a coincidence that after Woodsman gave the heart necklace to her, Nimi became visibly more courageous and confident with the woodsman's love as she confronts the witch of the East and defies her command for the first time and scared away the witch with her words. Therefore, the play shows the audience that love from family can empower a person by acting as a source of strength and warmth, or as something that propels the lover to be strong and invincible in order to protect it. Thus, the materialization of love in the form of necklace also marks the main protagonist's character development from timidity and vulnerability to assertiveness and valiancy. The second symbol of family in this play is the wooden handicraft, which is literally carved out to shape like a house. The use of this wooden handicraft is highly symbolic as a marker of both relationship status quo. It is almost cognate to rings, as the man proposed with some solemnity for their lovers to marry them, who rejoiced in excitement, just like the woodsman's mother and Nimi. Thus, all these intangible feelings of love, trust, and commitment of woodsman and his father are encapsulated into the tangible house handicraft, which in turn symbolize family and union. This materialization in both cases are crucial, as it implies that the love Usman had for Nimi, Usman's father had for his mother, are something of weight and substance, thus challenging the abstract concept of love, which is often depicted as ephemeral, uncertain, and fleeting for its intangible nature. Another method that the play used to convey meanings is the dehumanization of characters through the use of puppets. James Ortiz drew his inspiration from Japanese bunraku puppetry, where puppets are manipulated by 2 to 3 actors. The use of puppets in this play is also very deliberate and well thought out, as every time a puppet is used, it represents evilness and wickedness. For example, instead of having an actor to play the antagonist, the witch is decided to be acted by a puppet, which is an inanimate object. This indicates that the witch does not possess humanly characteristics such as compassion, love, and reasoning, and it is an entirely strange and otherworldly creature, where communication and understanding with her are not possible. This broadens the emotional gap between the audience and the character, as the audience feel like less inclined to sympathize with the thoughts and feelings of the witch. Also, the feelings of horror, fear, and anxiety could also be aroused in audience as a result of the mental mechanism of xenophobia, which is derived out of fear for alien objects or things, or in this case, a puppet witch rather than a human witch. Moreover, the witch is further dehumanized to symbolize its wildness and wretchedness after it wears its shoes and starts to kill people all over the places. Her head is only the body part that is present and shown, with the rest of the witch's body disappearing. This exacerbated dehumanization helps to underscore the craziness and beastliness of the witch and increases tension of the play. The second central puppet in the play is obviously the woodsman himself, after all of his body parts are manipulated by the enchanted axe. The use of puppet here instead of a human actor is also very deliberate, as the machine completely deprives the character any sense of vitality and humanity, which gives a sense of poignancy and sorrow to the character as the audience witnesses the change of the woodsman from an energetic lad to a lifeless and deadly robot. Therefore, the puppets are used in both cases to underlie the negative feelings associated with the 2 characters. In conclusion, James Ortiz used 2 methods to convey meanings in The Woodsman. The first being going from abstract to concrete regarding the concept of love and family. The second being from liveliness to deadliness to emphasize the witch's evilness and the poignancy of the Tin Man's change.